Hi guys, welcome once again to my YouTube channel. I am Chioma Nwosu. A lot of you call me Chimi. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve the ironing ball. Okay, so this is the ironing ball we spoke about in my previous video, and so many of you asked me to show you guys how I made the ball. So why not? Definitely. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. One of my subscribers actually told me, after that video, that it's called a ham, and there are two types that are being sold in the US. Okay, so I quickly checked what the ham looked like, and I found this image that's showing on your screen. That is what the ham actually look like, and basically it is used for sewing, for ironing areas that are difficult to iron usually. Okay, so like the bust, the shoulder, or the sleeve, stuff like that. So yeah, so this is actually a sewing ham. So this one is one I made a long time ago, but this one is the most recent one. This one, you can see the shape has been distorted. It's now becoming flat, and for the bust you need something that is really round and solid. Honestly, if you want to do the padding for the bust and get the result that I got, you need something as round as this one is not even losing its shape, not something that is kind of flat. You can use this to iron any other thing, but using it to iron the bust, it distorts the shape of the bust. So I wouldn't advise you to use a ball that is becoming as flat as this to iron. Okay, so I'll go right into showing you guys what you need. So you need the interfacing, and this is the stay. In this case I'm going to be using the cotton stay, and I don't know, for the ball I just prefer using the black, so this is what I'm going to use to cover it up. You can use the nylon if you want to. Okay, so this is what I'll be using. Next I'm going to be using this piping cord. Now you can use any other thread that is strong, like your sewing thread. You can just make like put a lot of it together so that it can be very strong and difficult to cut. Okay, so but this is what I'm going to be using. So it's not compulsory that you use the piping cord. You can use any thread that is strong enough to hold it together. So the next thing I'm going to be using would be the scrap fabrics and cutaways that I have. So you see, you don't have to waste the scrap and cutaways that you have. You will always have a need for them. Okay, so what I'm just doing now is to get a large piece, and then I'm going to now take out the cutaways and place it inside the large piece of fabric that I have. Okay, so you have to get the quantity that you think would be good enough for the ball that you want to make, for the size of the ball that you want to make. So the size is definitely up to you, if you want it big or if you want it small. It's definitely your choice. Okay, so now you just put it in there, and then you just push it in there, and then you definitely need to press that down, apply a lot of pressure, to get that done. Okay, so I'm just going to check if this ball is big enough for me, and the only way I'm going to know if that is enough for me is to push it down and put a lot of pressure to make it to be as hard as the one I already have. Okay, so I think this is not really big enough, so I'm going to add more to it. So I think I just have to use all of it. So I just put this in and close it up, applying a lot of pressure, of course. If you actually want a solid ball like the one I used, you need to apply a lot of pressure, definitely. Okay, so I'm just going to turn it round, then I'm just going to get my thread, in this case the piping cord, and all I need to do right now is to start tying it to keep it down. So I'll just place one of my fingers on it and then just keep going around. So I'm just going to turn it to another direction and just keep going around. So basically I'll just keep going around on all directions. Okay, so you just keep pressing down and tying. So this is not the regular ball. Sorry, this is not the regular ball that you just sew a casing and then put your fabric in it or your foam in it. This is different because this is really hard. It's a really hard ball. So I just keep tying it like I'm doing right now. So put that in place and pull it. Trust me, I'm using a lot of pressure to do this. Okay, finally I'm going to cut the thread. So this thread method is what I use for this one that has kept it this long, but this other one is very soft. I didn't use any thread to achieve that, but you can see it didn't last because I only used it for about 6 months. But this particular one that I did using this method, I have used for like 2 years and it's still very good. Okay, so you keep tying. So you pull, you really pull hard. So I'll just cut it. And then I'll keep tying. So I'm just basically putting the thread inside and tying it, you know, like so. So this is what I have here. It's very hard and it's very solid. So I'm going to show you what to do next, and we definitely need to go to the ironing table at this point. Okay, so that's the ball. Now I've cut out my hairstay in no particular way. I've cut it out in no particular way or in no particular shape. Some are round, some are like squares. And then the number of hairstay I'm going to be using right now is not specific. It actually depends on what you want to achieve. So you just cover the ball up with the hairstay. Use a steam iron. Make sure your iron is not too hot and your iron is actually not too cold. So you just check if the temperature is right, and then you start ironing on the ball like this. Okay, so you know the hairstay is fusible, so when you iron, it just takes the shape that you want it to take. It actually has a form of glue. That is why, you know, you say it's fusible. So I just keep ironing and ironing and ironing. Okay, right now we are done with the sewing arm, the ironing ball, like I call it. Okay, so this is actually the local version. It is not the Oyibo version, and trust me, this is really hard, you know. So all you need to do is just to keep putting pressure on it with your hands, and you know, it will just become a lot rounder. And yeah, you can iron on this, and trust me, you can use this for 2, 3, 4 years and it remains like this. It is not just made of foam or fiber that could become really soft in future, but it's made with fabrics and is tied properly. So guys, if this video was helpful to you, do not forget to hit the like button, do not forget to subscribe as well, and share this video with your family and with those or anyone that loves to sew. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.